Hey everyone, today I'll be teaching you about the solubility of salts. So first, let's identify some of the salts. So our first example here, sodium chloride, we have a chloride salt. Our next example, NH4, we have identified a chloride salt. In next example, sodium nitrate, nitrate will be our nitrate salt. NH4 NO3 nitrate is also the nitrate salt. This will be carbonate, and this will be sulfate and sulfate. So now we have identified 4 different types of salt. First, we have identified the chloride salts. And then in this group, we have identified the nitrate salts. In this group, we have identified our carbonate. And in the last group, we have identified our sulfate salts. So now, let me go through with you the different kinds of salts, whether they are soluble in water or insoluble in water. So soluble in water means that the salt can dissolve in water, whereas for insoluble in water, unable to dissolve in water. Okay, so first, let's remember the types of salts. All spa salts refers to your sodium, potassium, and ammonium salt. So let me write that down. Sodium or potassium or ammonium. And we have a special group also, all nitrate salts as well. So SPA is also known as your spa salts. And then we have a group of salts called the nitrate. So all these salts are soluble in water, but in this group of salts, there are also salts which are insoluble in water. Now let me move on and show you. For our chloride salts, they are all soluble in water, but there are 2 insoluble salts. So first we have silver chloride and we have another salt known as lead 2 chloride. So all chloride salts are soluble in water except your silver chloride and your lead 2 chloride. So a memory aid we can use is, as long as you hear chloride salts, remember SL. SL represents silver and lead 2 chloride. Now let's move on to our next group of salts. They are known as the sulfate salts. So similarly, all of them are soluble in water, but there are 3 insoluble salts in water. Firstly, we have your calcium sulfate, followed by lead 2 sulfate, and lastly, we have your barium sulfate. So similar to chloride, you can see that your lead 2 is all insoluble in water, here and here. Okay, so a memory aid used to identify these insoluble salts. So whenever you hear sulfate salts, remember CLB. Calcium, lead 2, and barium. Okay, now our last group of salts. We have our carbonate salts. So unlike the rest of the salts, all of them are insoluble in water. Okay, please take note, all insoluble in water. But there's also an exception. So there are 3 exceptions. These exceptions will be our spa salt S, P, A. Sodium carbonate, potassium carbonate, and ammonium carbonate. So please do remember to take note of these 3 SPA. So there are 4 different kinds of salt. So please do take note that all SPA carbonates for this group, all SPA carbonates are soluble in water. Okay, thank you everyone for listening. Hope it helps you all.